Hello, welcome to Crafting with the Crafty Chick. Thank you for joining me today, and we are working on project number 4. So we're going to do the Snowman Trifold card that has a pocket for a gift card holder, a check, or money. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this, and at the end of this video I will provide the dimensions for you guys, so you guys can make these. Okay? So, there's a couple of things I want to go over with you first before we start assembling. So in your kit you're going to have several pieces. And so the colors that we're doing today are Coastal Cabana and Real Red. Are you guys seeing a trend here? These two colors, they work so well together. And so you have one piece Real Red that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and this is actually the base of your card. So it's a little bit different than our standard flip top card. And then you have a second piece, and this is going to go right over the top of your base. So we're going to go ahead and actually adhere this piece to this one now. And these snowflakes are the same ones that I used to emboss on the mini curvy keepsake box dies and the carrier for the mini curvy keepsake boxes. So now this is our base. We're going to set this off to the side. And then you have another piece, and this one is 9 3/4 by 4 1/4. And you will see 3 score lines on here. And so what we're doing is we're creating, I think what they call this, a mountain fold or valley fold. Anyway, I get those mixed up all the time, but I think this one is a mountain fold. So basically what you're going to want to do is this one on the left side, you're going to want to bring this direction, and you're going to flatten down that score line. And so when you stand it up, you will have, I call it a tent fold. It's just up and down, or a mountain, however you want to call it. And then you also want to, because we have another score line here, you want to go over it on the other side and really sharpen that score line. So basically, this is what your piece should look like. Okay? We're going to go ahead and bring that back down now. And then you have a piece that has snowflakes in the top and bottom corner. We want that piece. And the other piece we want is the snowman piece. Now I want to tell you this sparkly stuff I used, Wink of Stella, was too subtle. And so I actually pulled out stickles and colored those in. And so this snowman piece is going to be on the first panel, and then the snowflake piece is going to be on the last panel. Then you also have a Coastal Cabana snowflake embossed piece, and that is to go into the middle. This basically creates our pocket for our gift card or money or a check. Then you have a Let It Snow tag, and you also have a white tag. You're going to need both of those. So I'm going to show you really quick here something I discovered while playing with these tags. I've really been using these tag dies a lot. So look at this cute little tag. It made me think of the shape of a dog tag. And I thought, oh, that's really cool. And you can get this with this. What? Okay, let me show you how. This is really pretty easy, you guys. You ready? So what you're going to do is we're going to take our scissors, and right here where this scallop is, we're going to just cut a straight line right here, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So basically we just want the end pieces, and so I'm going to follow where that scallop is and just make a straight line, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and voila, you have your dog tag. What? Isn't that cool? Okay, so if you ever need to make a dog tag, now you know how. So what we're going to do with these pieces is we're actually going to glue them to the end of our Let It Snow piece. And so what I found easier to do was to glue the back of your Coastal Cabana tag. You want to stay along the edge. And then I just line this up and secure that down. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Just gives it a little extra pop. And so basically what that's doing, as you can see here, it just adds a little something extra to that tag. Okay, we're going to set that off to the side and let that dry, and I'm getting glue on my mat here. Okay, so we can go ahead and start assembling our front panel and our back panel. We'll go ahead and glue those and attach those. I love this snowman, this stamp set. I love snowmen in general. And when I saw this stamp set, I thought, oh, it's a really cute, playful, fun snowman set. And I knew I had to have it. There's I think there's three different snowman images, and this one is my favorite. Okay, you're going to glue the last panel on. Remember to leave a red border all the way around. Okay, and then on our pocket piece, we have to remember we want a pocket. We want to create an opening. So we're only going to glue along the sides and then across the bottom because we want to leave this open. And you're going to go ahead and stick that down. Remember to leave a red border along each side. Okay, and we're going to set this off to the side for a minute and just really let that bond. Glue on my fingers and then get my glue sponge out. My little glue eraser. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to dry, we also have a gold star and a red rhinestone. We're going to go ahead and get those out. And then using take your pick tool or your eraser, oh my goodness, your paper piercer. I'm just going to get this gold star, if I can get it up here. Why is it these things never want to come up easy when you're actually doing a video, but you have no problem otherwise? Isn't that the way it goes? Okay. So now I have my gold star, And so I'm going to actually place my gold star at the top of my Christmas tree. Okay. And then the red rhinestone piece we're actually going to hold off on, because the red rhinestone goes over the top of that hole in our tag. Then you have another piece that is in your kit. And what this piece is it actually creates the belly band for your gift card. I did not put the score marks on it because not all of you might want to use a gift card. You might want to use a $20 bill or a check or something. So I wanted it to be big enough to accommodate whatever you want to use it for. But basically, whatever you're going to use, you can just take your piece, and what I did was I just formed it around what you're using. And then you secure, so I would secure and glue these two ends down. And then we're going to glue this all over the top of our belly band. And then your red rhinestone would go over the top of covering that hole up in our tag. So I did not put the score lines in there so that you guys had a little bit more flexibility on what you wanted to use it for. But I'm going to go ahead and just put this, since I already have it, back on. And the nice thing is the top of your tag is something you can grab onto to pull it in and out. So I'm going to put this back in. Well, let me see. So you want to make sure you have your pocket opening. And make sure your side and your bottom is secure. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the rhinestone on this piece. It has enough adhesive that it should hold without sticking to anything else. And so now I have rhinestone over the top, and I'm just going to put this up here because I don't have another gift card to put in here, and I want to be able to use it at Christmas time. So now what we want to do is, we're going to move this out of the way. So here is your panel, your trifold. And so remember, it folds out this way. So now what we want to do is we actually want to glue the back of this and attach it to our card base. I'm going to have to get another bottle of glue out here soon. And you want to make sure that your base is nice and straight, so that you're putting on your trifold piece nice and straight. And you want to, basically you want to have it to where you can still see all of your snowflakes, but you don't really want to see this white background. So we're covering the white background. And the nice thing with monoglue is that it will move, so you can position it into place. And then we're going to hold that for a minute. And if you wanted to, you could go over the edge with your bone folder to keep it from sticking up as much. And there we have our trifold card. So you have a couple of options. You can sign or stamp a sentiment here on this panel. You can also put, if you wanted to write more, you could put a Whisper White liner on the back, and it gives you more writing room too. Okay guys, there you have it. And that is project number 4, Trifold. And here are the instructions. Let me bring this up a little closer so you guys can see. So the base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And so you see how I have layer 2. Layer 2 means it's this piece. I consider this to be the base. So this would be the second layer that we attached onto the card. And so that is 9 3/4 by 4 1/4. And you score at 3 1/4 and 6 1/2. And then this white liner piece that's attached to our base is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then our gift card pocket is 3 inches by 2 inches. And our belly band piece is 15/16 of an inch by 4 13/16. And you're going to score that if you want to use it for a gift card holder. I scored it at 1 1/4 and 3 7/16. And then for our white panels, for our front piece and our back piece, it's 3 inches by 4 1/16. And then the Stampin' Blend is what I use to color our snowman. And so for his nose, I use dark pumpkin pie. And for the scarf, I use dark real red and dark pool party. And then for the tree, I use dark shaded spruce. And so there is that project. And if anybody has any questions about dimensions, feel free to send me a text or give me a call. Okay, thank you so much for crafting with me today, and we are ready to do project number 5. And then at the end of that video, I will do the Crafty Chick Christmas in July prize drawing and giveaway. Okay, I love you all. Be safe and happy crafting, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.